one place I don't think they have morels though. That's my segue. So you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Okay.
So we're doing a bear hunt in Maine, and we were trying to book all the times and stuff like that, and the dates. And I realized we were flying in on a Sunday, and our buddy Chuck, who just got a nice turkey by the way, and he was wearing his Greenway Outdoors shirt when he did it. God bless him. He was like, "Hey man, we gotta you're booking the days. You gotta be careful because you're coming in on a Saturday and you won't be able to hunt Sunday because they don't have a hunting season or you're not allowed to hunt on Sundays in Maine." And I was like, that's absolutely ridiculous. And I got frustrated, you know, like my immediate snap reaction was like, that's stupid. And then I realized it was coming up to a vote here, and it got voted on, and it was shot down to get rid of it. They want to keep it, that you can't hunt on Sundays. And my first thought is like, that's stupid. You should be able to hunt on Sundays. You should be able to do whatever you want. Like, I hate when the government blah, 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 you know, so on and so forth.
Yep.
But then I did some research on it, and I found out that Maine, unlike Michigan, so Michigan has a ton of public access land. We have so much public land. I mean, tons and tons and tons, hundreds of thousands of acres of land to hunt, and a lot of other states do too. But places like Texas and Maine have very little. Maine has almost none. But the way it works is in Maine is in order for people to be able to hunt, because it's such an important thing to their culture, what they do is anybody that has private land that doesn't post it, it isn't posted every whatever, you can just go on and hunt it.
Yeah.
You don't have to live there or nothing. So like, let's say you're Ryan Parks and you own 100 acres of property and you don't post it, anybody can go in and hunt your property just like it's theirs. Well, not just like it's theirs, but kind of.
Yeah.
You know, they can go hunt it. So the reason why that law wasn't put in place originally was for like religious reasons and things like that, which is what the people are arguing now to get rid of it. The reason why people want to keep in place is the landowners all got together and they said, hey, if you get rid of that law, I'm going to post my property. Because right now, I'm fine with everyone coming on and hunting our property. Everyone can hunt wherever they want, doesn't matter. But I want to be able to take my kids out on Sundays in the backyard, or I want to be able to go for a hike and not worry about other people being on my property hunting those days on Sundays. So that's my one day to be able to do that.
Interesting.
And if you're going to change the law, then shame on you, because I'm going to post my property then.
And then no one can use it.
Ever. So the idea is like the overwhelming thought behind it was if hunters push this and make it so you can hunt on Sundays, what's likely to happen is a bunch of property will get posted then, because they're like, hey, well, I want to use my property. I want to have at least one day where I don't have people possibly out there
tromping through the woods. Interesting. So
Yeah.
It's like something that sounds strange, but they've grown to love, just given the circumstance of having no public land.
Yeah, my impulse on it was like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, and then, you know, so then it's like, well, what's fair and what's not? And this is kind of what happens is like, if everything gets if there's no public land left somewhere ever in the United States, let's say we just started selling it off, this is what you're going to see is now decisions are being made on the public, on the private level to the public. And that's the thing is like why public lands are so important for access for people that can't afford or don't have that. And like, I'm a very government hands-off approach person in my politics and just about everything, like hands-off. In this case, you kind of see where, you know, the landowners, you can see their side. You can also see why the certain people are like, well, I should be able to hunt on Sundays on my own property at least. But then that creates its own level of, you know, difficulty and threading the line. And so it's like one of those things where I like really have trouble picking a side.
Yeah. I mean, I tend to agree with it simply from the fact that it was like, well, the people said it. Like the people said that this is what they want, and they created enough noise for people to be like, okay, yeah, we'll keep no hunting on Sunday because you made enough noise,
right?
Which means enough people got together and said that what they wanted.
It's their property, right? Like if they bought it, it's their rules.
Yeah.
Like I kind of feel like, you know, as far as if they want to have people have access or not, you know what I mean?
Because they do still have the option to post it, so no one can come on.
And I guess it does seem silly to not be able to hunt on Sundays. Like if it's in the middle of the fall or something like that, it's like it's your property. But at the same point, you also abide by seasons. So you also don't hunt turkeys in July because you're not allowed to.
Right.
You know? So you do follow the rules that way. So I don't know. It's kind of a
I wonder what the dynamic is like there. Like, if, say, there's an avid deer hunter who wants to go hunting, it's not like part of his weekend trip would have to be Friday as well versus Sunday because he can't hunt on Sunday. So then he has to call off work.
yeah. And how much does that hurt hunting in general? You know, as
Interesting.
far as like participation. 'Cause
Right.
people are like, I don't want to go up for a day
Yeah, right.
or a half day. Like,
Or
you go
I
up Saturday morning, you get the afternoon hunt, and then you do Sunday morning hunt and then the afternoon hunt. So that's only 3, now down to 1. You know,
Right.
stuff like that. Like you said, it would have to include Friday. I don't know.
And then get taken off work, and the person, I don't have any days left off. I can't go. The
Yep.
boss said no.
Yeah, so that
always logistical.
that hurts hunting, but at the same, I mean, the key is public lands are really important.
Yeah,
Having public lands is important.
Yeah.
You know, because otherwise you end up in this rat race.
And
But you really can't blame the property owners if they're nice enough to let everybody hunt their stuff.
Yeah.
Then
No, yeah, I agree.
they should have their own day. You know.
I wonder at this point how a state, other than through donation, would achieve public land.
Like getting more there's a lot of programs put in place now, like public access programs, like private lands that exist, that are the owners and farmers are compensated to allow hunters to come out there by the government, allowing public access on private lands. There's lots of initiatives like that.
Interesting. Okay.
That's a main one right now.
so they may not technically own it, but it's classified as public.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in Michigan.
Interesting.
Yeah, those are things.
Hmm.
And people like file with the government, and then they get grant money for it. They get compensated for doing it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think I might do that from my yard.
Ryan, your yard's
My quarter-acre yard.
You lease it out.
Ryan's quarter-acre yard is.
Although, you know what's funny?
Worm
You guys
hunting.
want to rollerblade in our backyard here at the office? You're more than welcome.
I was out there last night. I was trying to hunt a mole down who's been tearing up my yard, and while I was out there,
You've like immediately, as a homeowner, become like an ornery old man.
I know.
Like the projects he's doing every
I think
day.
it's fun to take care of the
I'm
yard.
like, do you want to go turkey hunting? He's like, no, I gotta fix the grill. I'm
He
like,
gets,
what are
he
you
gets
saying?
the New
Gotta mow
Balance
the lawn.
shoes and starts mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the New Balance white shoes.
Mhm.
That's Ryan now.
But with my house is in the middle of Fenton, and it's in the city.
Right.
In my backyard, which has a fence around it, there was deer tracks in the backyard.
On that note, there was a few other states being voted on as well, and in some states, I think South Carolina and a few others were actually changing their laws around. So at least allowing some Sundays or something like that. So we'll see what happens. Keep watching that, and it's kind of a weird situation, but that's what happens when you don't have public lands. So public lands are important for everybody.
Agreed.
If you are listening to this podcast, you can actually watch it at Carbon TV, or you can watch it on our YouTube channel. On top of that, obviously, you can also download this on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, everything like that. We have a new podcast every single Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In addition to that, we also have a online series called our Huntcast series, which can be found on Carbon TV and YouTube, or go to our website, thegreenoutdoors.com. That's more of our artistic, gritty, raw series that is all online. A little bit more short form, no voiceovers, just the hunt. So go check that out. We have a new ADAD episode that we just released on that. The main TV show itself, if you go to thegreenoutdoors.com and click How to Watch, is found on 15 different platforms now. And on that, you can check out all of our adventures from around the world of the main TV show itself. We just released a California fishing episode from the Channel Islands, which is a super exciting episode. We have a new paddlefish episode coming out soon. In addition to that, check out our how-to video series called the Outdoor Education Series, found on our website, as well as our YouTube channel. We just released How to Pattern Your Gun for Turkey Hunting to get you ready for this season for turkey hunting. We should do something with morels here soon, Ryan.
Yeah.
Something on that. Yeah, I think that'd be a good move. And I know they're around right now, so now's the time to
Around
make
here
it.
too.
Yep. Check that out. And then also, obviously, we have our podcast every single week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Stay green.